Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Thank y'all so much for stopping by the live stream again. What's up, Michael Beach your life? I know Jacob Tanjay is going to be on here. He said, how stupid does that sound? Like you're going to put some photons in your pocket and save them for later. All my fourth quarter members, that's Mr. Passport King. He said, better to be a has-been than a never was. Absolutely. What's up, Jacob Tanjay? Hey, Michael. All my old heads are down for genius. Any new viewers and subscribers, I think this chocolate cookie's new. Welcome to the live stream. Anybody catching this on replay, we always have a topic. Today's topic is there's no shame in going broke in the Philippines. At least you tried. This is what we want to talk about. We want to try to take the stigma off of going broke, which for this live stream, it just simply means to run out of money or not have enough money. There's nothing wrong with going back home and getting it back together and trying it again. How many times have I been over here? And a lot of those times I went home broke. But y'all know we always talk about a lot of stuff. And whatever you want to talk about, man, put it in the comments. We'll get to it. The peso is 58.15. I'm not going to complain about that. What's up, Sam W? Thank you so much, man, for the super chats and support and salute. I really appreciate it, man. Thank y'all so much. Put some respect on these vloggers, man. We're not experts. We just give you what we got. Try to give you a general idea of what to expect over here. I do that except when it comes to the budgets. No one knows how much money you're going to need. And if they tell you they know, they're a lie. Only you're going to be able to find that out when you get over here. Remember, we're talking about the 10,000 hour rule. To get really good at anything requires 10,000 hours of deliberate practice. That's what it says. We'll talk a little bit about that today. What's up, Marlon? He said, I want to be an old head. How do we get to that point, boss man? You got a few more months. You almost an old head, though, but hell, you're a fourth quarter member. It don't get no better than that, Marlon. Darling May joining us, try 2019. What's up? Yeah, Jacob Tanjay. I was reading that book Outlier last night. That's why I got the 10,000 hour rule. But, I like books like that. They're so interesting. And I read them. See, we didn't have a brownout yesterday, but for some reason, the damn Wi-Fi went out, man, for a couple of hours. Even my signal, because I found out yesterday that PLDT and Smart are the same people. So when the PLDT went out, the Smart went out. But I want to thank everybody for checking in on me for to make sure I was safe. I'm about an hour away from Mount Candler home. We were out of harm's way, but thousands of people were evacuated. That thing blew again. I believe it's getting ready to really explode. It's been active for some time, but it's really starting to blow. I think it's going to be another Pinatubo pretty soon. But some people they can't afford them. They can't afford to move, man. It's the same people they're evacuating because once the all clear is made, they have to go back. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. The medical drug dealer says, I'll be traveling to the Philippines, Cebu City, for the first time in 2 days. Any recommendations on affordable food and restaurants? Yes, you're going to have a lot of places in Cebu. Abaca, ACABA Bake Shop in Ayala in Cebu Business Park. They're good. La Lucha in Mango Square if you like Mexican food. I mean, it's just so many. and that's affordable. Of course, they got TGI Fridays. What's up, Angelo? How's everything coming with that visa situation with your girlfriend? Have y'all found out anything yet? He said, Cal, make that upcoming Christmas party a good one. See, you read my mind because I'm thinking about instead of a meet and greet, I'm thinking about having a Christmas party and just inviting, the community and my members. I got the idea because Viper's Gym had a Christmas party. They've got a party room across the street in their hotel, the Palau Hotel. And I'm going to check to see how much it's going to cost to rent that. And, everybody can just bring your own bottles because they got the DJ. They got the DJ booth. And then they got the restaurant downstairs if you wanted to get you something to eat. But that's what I'm thinking. That way you can mingle in with, there's going to be women there. So, yeah, you read my man, Golden Gate. What's up, Harry Shoulders? He said, what's up with the healthcare? What about it? Gary, self-care is the best care. But if you're worried about that, just stay around Expat Alley, Angeles City. They've got a good Clark Memorial Hospital up there. St. Luke's, the medical city in Manila, Chiang Mai Hospital in Cebu City. I mean, these hospitals are online with any hospital you're going to get in the West, but you got to make sure you got good insurance or money. But a lot of times, Gary, we don't want health care. We want a miracle. We just want to live irresponsibly, eating the junk foods, laying around, not doing anything. And then when we show up at the emergency room with 99% blockage, we want a miracle. Take care of yourself, man. If you haven't already, start doing it now. Drink more water. Get out and walk. Do something. Hey, what's up, Matt? He's back. But yeah, I kind of touched the nerve I see when I said, if you have to ask how much it costs, or if you can afford to live in the Philippines, you probably can. Y'all heard that before. If you have to ask how much it costs, you can't afford it. If you're so worried about your income, man, you probably can't afford to live here. But the video I made was to encourage you, not discourage you. You hear these horror stories and you think there's some type of Philippine curse. No, the people who go broke over here were broke before they got here. Are there guys who give away all their fortunes, gamble it away, get scammed? Yeah, but the men who have money and come over here, they hold on to their money. These stories you're hearing about people going broke, these guys had a broke mentality to begin with. Okay, they're over here trying to get some vicarious pleasure, trying to stretch their pensions a little further. There's nothing wrong with that. But you shouldn't be surprised when somebody like that goes broke. Okay, it scares people when you hear those stories. So the video I made was to say, hey, man, you ain't got nothing to worry about. If you don't have a broke man's mentality, you don't have to worry about it. And then there's no shame in going broke, guys. That's what we're going to talk about today. Hey, Marlon, thanks for that super chat. Wait, let me see. There. He says, I need to get on that Christmas giveaway you are doing. Thank you for being a conduit for the people there. Much love, boss man. Hey, thank you, man. And I appreciate, man, your consideration. And thanks for the super chat. Because I started it last year. It's just something that came across my mind. Most of my ideas come to me when I'm walking, when I do my walk. And I just said, well, why don't I do a Christmas to remember? I get a few of my supporters to match me. Just, last year we did 10 families. We gave away 5,000 pesos each. I at least want to do that maybe more if we can. But last year we did, and it was a man. Y'all don't understand. Woman showed up. She thought she had only won 1,000 pesos, like my regular drawing, right? But when she found out it was 5,000, man, she broke down crying. She couldn't believe it. But thank you, man. He says, how a private nurse then get to know her and then marry her if she is the one? Well, that's a long shot. And she's not going to be able to do anything for you, man. We need a miracle over here. Okay, unless she's going to do surgery on you on the living room floor, Harry Shoulders. What's up, 53 Shades Darker? He said, I'm officially homeless now. Flight is the 17th to Thailand with no return flight. Fourth quarter starts now. Yeah, our buddy's over there now. Roger Walker, man. I know him. Yeah, he's over here now. Well, he's in Thailand. Yeah, he said armchair bros are doing audits now on the real ballers of the Philippines. It's no shame, fellas. Just visit and build up. It took Unc 9 years. Yeah, 2009 and 18 before he made his move. Be logical, fellas. And then a lot of them times I went home broke. Hell, live it up. If you don't go home broke, you didn't do it right. But there's no shame in that. But it's just running out of money. Okay, as long as you got that return ticket. See, we're talking about being responsibly broke over here. We're not talking about overstaying and all that. You don't have no way home, but sometimes emergencies crop up and you need that. But we're talking about when you go broke, it's no big deal, man. Why do we make a big deal out of that? It's not like you're poor. When guys are broke, they go home to a good job. At least you tried. That's all I'm saying. At least you tried. It's the armchair bros that ain't trying. They're the ones that's going to talk about you. They're sitting over there. They're mad. They want a yummy six, but they don't have the heart to come over here and get on the plane or the resources or whatever it is holding them back. I'm proud of my yummy six. He said, do what I'm doing. Just save like crazy and live frugally before coming here. Yeah, you got to have some type of plan. You know, it really, he says, some guys let the cheaper way of life get the best of them. Stay on track with a smart budget. My video wasn't even talking about a budget yesterday. It was just saying that every time you look up, you see these videos about broke in the Philippines, men going broke, young men. Why are so many men going broke? And it scares a lot of people. They're like, what, is it a Philippine curse or something? No. The men who go broke over here were broke when they got here. They didn't have a whole lot of money. The guys who have money over here are who responsible, have some type of financial plan over here. They don't go broke. It's almost impossible if you got real money to go broke over here, unless you really do something. Let me try. Mm-hmm. Sorry, guys. She made something and wanted me to taste it. But I put on here, if you got money here, you would have to go to extreme lengths to go broke. Okay, like just give it away, give it all away to somebody. Unless you got some type of gambling problem, you on drugs, you get scammed out of an investment or something like that. It's almost impossible if you really got money and you got a plan over here. If you're not saving your money over here, okay, I don't know what you're doing. What's the point of you being over here if you're going to spend everything that you get and then start all over every month? You know, that's all. He says, Mike predicted right from the beginning that Gio and Maya wouldn't last. That's very unfortunate it didn't work out. But you know, it's really a toss-up. I mean, I don't know the situation. I won't speculate. It's none of my business. I mean, but it's not. That's not big news, man. That happens all the time. I'm more surprised when people stay together, Angelo, than when they break up. I mean, just I don't know. I don't know. No, this is live. I don't know Gio, but I followed him, man, before I had my channel and everything. You got to give guys like him, whether you like him or not, man. You got to put some respect on these guys, man. They've been doing it for a long time. They survived over here. That's what I was talking about on the 10,000 hour rule. He's putting his 10,000 hours. You can listen to what he has to say. I would rather listen to somebody like him than one of these armchair bros that never been over here. Okay, or somebody that's been over here for a few months and all they're doing is complaining, pointing the finger. They're jealous of bloggers, man. Some of these bloggers are earning big money over here. They're earning more than you when you're working. That's all it is. They got nice looking women over here. They sitting back on the beach and what? And you guys are jealous, man. But there's no reason to be jealous. Get off your ass and come up with a plan. Okay, if you got a problem with that. But it's pure jealousy. I ain't gonna sit around hoping and wishing that somebody's relationship fails. And certainly, have you ever seen his girlfriend, Angelo? Those are the experts. Those are the ones that always tell you about relationships. They don't have one. You're like, well, where's your woman, man? You're talking about my woman, my relationship. You know, that don't surprise me. What surprises me is when people stay together. What's up, Michael Alexander? Thank you, brother, for your support. He said, thanks for all your efforts, brother Cap. I just share my experience, strength, and hope, man. Really. That's all. Yeah, man. I'm going to tell you something what times to travel. There's nothing like Thanksgiving leftovers. Especially, man, my mother would make turkey hash. She would use that turkey till it was gone. Crazy. Yeah, we're all the way live today, man. He said, yeah, well, we were just watching Facebook last night and she saw this recipe. She said, do you want me to make that in the morning? I said, yeah. Marla can cook, man. But she don't cook a lot because her mother usually cooks. But she can cook. But that's all it is, man. Guys want to put these bloggers down, man. They just jealous, man. You go in these comments and see some crazy stuff people be saying. It's not just me. It's a lot of them, but I don't care. I ignore them. Because I know what it is. They want that good life. They want that yummy six that they can't have. Not realizing the pie is big enough. We're showing you that you can have it. That's what we're saying. You know. What's up, Raj? I was just talking about you. He said, good morning, Cal, and everyone from, was it Koh Samai? Is that how you pronounce that? What? Come on, man. Watch this guy. He didn't give a promotion or a link how to do it. What are you talking about? See, these are the guys, they pocket watching, they're jealous. What are you worried about that stuff, man? Yeah, shocker. You got one more time, man, and you out of here. I don't tolerate it. My buddies over there at Philippine Annex, they give you 3 strikes. Here, you don't get 3 strikes, you get one. Take that immature stuff somewhere else, man. We don't have time for it. He said, Gio broke up with his wife, Angelo. Shocker. Yeah, I'm not going to dwell on that, man. He said, yeah, you're right, brother. I think it's a fake sunshine show. He said, I thought they were married. Yeah, they are married. They got married. He said, plan for your future, 401k, TSP, pension, and Social Security. You should be living like a king, proper planning. Yeah, but the thing is, you see all these videos, and it scares people. They're like, I'm not going over there. That's why they keep asking you over and over, how much do I need? I don't know how much you need. If you're worrying about whether or not you have enough money, I wouldn't come over here with that attitude because you probably don't have enough. You got guys coming on my live stream asking, man, I'm got 5,000. Is that enough? Absolutely, it's enough. It should be. But because they hear all these horror stories, it got them wondering. One guy was on here the other day, 2 days ago. Now he needs 400,000 pesos a month to live comfortable over there. I'm just telling you that if you're responsible and you got some type of financial plan, because the woman's number one, finances is 1A. You need to be doing something over here. I mean, cost of living is 1A. To take advantage of the cost of living, man. I don't get it. Hey, Marlon, thanks for that super chat. I would love to have a coffee with you sometime. Man, come on, man. If you come to Cebu, I'm there. Manila's a different story, man. It's a whole different monster, Marlon. I don't fool with Manila. But we will be in Panglao Bahal uh, December 24th to 27th. One of my subscribers from New Zealand, he's inviting us. And he's a brother, man. He's a native New Zealand. I was shocked because we were coming from Panglao Bahal. I took the family there. And I'm sitting, we're right by the terminal. If you've ever been to Panglao, right before you get to the terminal, there's a little restaurant on the side, Filipino restaurant. And we're in there eating. It's about 2 years ago, around the time when the Philippines first opened back up. And I see a black guy walking toward me. He says, aren't you Sunshine Shoulders? But he had an accent. Sounded like he was from Britain or somewhere. Okay, Australia. He said, no, I'm from New Zealand. And it shocked me, man. But he was a nice guy, man. And we talked and everything. He said, yeah, I follow your channel and blah, blah, blah. And he had a nice looking young woman with him. And so he reached out to me. He said, I'm coming back. He said, I'd like to catch up with you. But yeah, Marlon, man, anytime. Y'all don't know who that dude is, man. These guys are tripping. But instead of being jealous of expats, get off the couch. It's hard for you to kind of understand the life of an expat sitting on your couch. You can't do it. That's what the 10,000 hour rule is all about. If you want to get really good at anything, that's the rule. It requires that you 10,000 hours of deliberate practice. And that goes for over here. And some guy says, oh, do you think that's all you need to know everything about the Philippines? I said, no, that's not what I'm saying. At least 10,000 though. It's better than nothing. See? Hey, Discerning Dash, thanks for that super chase. Cal, people say you need 3,000 to 4,000 to live in the Philippines. Makes sense. They go broke. That's a lot of money to spend in fiat. I might as well stay in the USA. Well, nobody can tell you what you need, Discerning Dash. I want to make that clear to anybody watching this right now. If there's a vlogger telling you how much you need, they're a damn lie. They don't know. They have no idea what you're going to need. Only you're going to know that when you get over here. When they do these budget videos, they're talking about their expenses. And they always leave a whole lot out. Once you get boots on the ground over here to certain dash and you start living it, you start doing the damn thing over here, you're going to know exactly how much you need at the end of the month. Okay? But it doesn't matter if you got a broke mentality. It doesn't matter how much money you got, you're going to go broke. You're irresponsible. You don't know how to manage your money. That's the point of the video. Those are the guys going broke. Broke guys are going broke, okay? Duh, that shouldn't surprise us. Don't let it scare you because you're responsible. When you get over here, you're not going to go crazy. The guy brought 30,000 over here thinking that's going to last him for 3 years. You got to be Warren Buffett on steroids to make 30,000 last you 3 years in the Philippines because we underestimate how much it's going to cost to live comfortably over here. These guys are crazy. So my point was, if you worried about whether you got enough money or not, you probably don't have enough because you know yourself better than anybody. You know your spending habits. If you broke over there, what makes you think you're going to be any better over here? If you don't know the theory of physics in America, when you get off the plane in the Philippines, you're not going to all of a sudden be able to understand physics either. I just wanted to, reassure people that men, the ones that go broke typically are going to go broke no matter where they are. If you got a decent amount of money over here, it's almost impossible to go broke unless you're doing some of this stupid stuff like this. Just giving your money away, gambling, smoking shabu, okay, investing in bullshit over here, stocks and stuff you don't know anything about, network marketing and all that old crazy stuff. You're not going to go, well, in San Carlos City, there's not many 2-bedroom apartments, Gary. I don't have a link. Again, if you're here, boots on the ground, you're not going to have a problem. If you go to especially Cebu, Manila, places like that, Angeles City, Davao, okay. But a lot of what you got to do, a lot of your research is going to be boots on the ground. Stop trying to do this stuff online, guys. It's not going to work out. Once them people know you overseas, they're going to start plotting. Okay. You get boots on the ground over here, you can network with other expats. They're going to know where you can go. Look, guys, watch my video today, Gary. The 10,000 hour rule and how it applies to you over here in the Philippines. You got to get boots on the ground over here. Put in the work. Otherwise, man, you ain't got nothing coming. I'm just telling you. Hey, C Money, thanks for that super chat. He said, C Money 27. He said, depends on your lifestyle. I love the Philippines. Yeah, but it depends not only on your lifestyle, but who you are. If you live in paycheck to paycheck over there, you're going to live paycheck to paycheck over here. I'm not going to tell anybody how much they need. I made a video a long time ago. The only question that I can't answer, one of the only questions I can't answer, is how much money you need. Now, if you're going to be here for 2 weeks, I do the $1,000 per week rule. $1,000 for every week you're going to be here. It doesn't include your airfare and your accommodation. I would say 1,000. But I never try to discourage anybody. I say, look, bring as much money as you can afford and stay as long as you can on that first trip. Because it's nothing like your first time to the Philippines. There'll never be another first time. It's so, man, crazy, I tell you. Michael Beach, your life. And see, he's got his 10,000 hours in over here. He said you can keep a home here on the side for 5,000 US per year. And that's per year. It's crazy, right? But hell, I would even say less than that. Um, Remember, I've got some one bedroom apartments around the corner in an upper middle class neighborhood here for 10,000 pesos, man. I mean, they've been 10,000 pesos for 3 years ever since. Well, ever since I've been in, no, 6 years. You can, that's doing pretty good. What's up, Sarana Lottie? Says I'm 40. And let me, now that you on here, I want to say something. I put the link to that house that I was talking about on the video yesterday in the link in the description of that video. I think it says how how much to build a house in the Philippines. It's got update where the guy built a 72 square meter house. It's a nice looking house for 1.7 million pesos. That's about with it being 5815, it's about between 28 and $29,000. Man, that's a nice lick he made. But there was people in the comments saying that he got cheated. I'm like, dude, you didn't get cheated. If you want the headache of doing it yourself, because it's a headache, ask Saran a lot. He's doing it himself. Then go ahead and do it. And the overruns and, how long have you been working on your house? For a long time. This house was built in 3 months. I don't have time to be going through all that because I'm going to tell you, man, it'll drive you crazy. Because he said now, I said now his workers are in the sugar cane field. They're not even helping him now. I'm just telling you from my experience. If you want to save time and money, you get you an engineer, which is a contractor. Somebody you can trust that's reputable, that's got referrals. And be done with it. I trust you. Trust me, I mean. You're gonna save, it's gonna cost you less money with the engineer. He says, I'm 40. I haven't worked for almost 2 years on January 3rd. I'm broke, AK. My wife has a job. Yeah, there's nothing shameful about going broke. Let's talk a little bit about this. Okay. Broke for this live stream just gonna mean to run out of money. Or you don't have enough money. He says, so explain how average guy going rent to own yearly. What are you talking about? Rent to own. They got condominiums over here that's really rent to own, but your monthly payment's gonna be high. We were looking at one, me and Merlin were looking at one. Well, we were talking to the lady in Robinson in Cebu, and it was 700 US per month for 10 years. But as far as I'm concerned, you either rent or you buy. It's going to be up to you. It's going to be up to your circumstances. Yeah, you can survive, but you don't have the help over here. Life is good. He says if you're surviving in the USA, you can definitely survive in the Philippines. But who comes all the way over here to survive? Some of us, okay, we want to leave so badly. It's what I put the first thing. That we take that chance. We come over here not knowing if we have enough money or not. Some make it and some don't. There's people watching my live right now. I won't say it. They tried. At least they tried. They had X amount of money and they said, okay, I'm going to try it. Go over here to the Philippines and try to live. And some of them lasted 8 months, 9, a year. But people are afraid to tell you. Remember when we lie about our financial status, guys. We just do. So they're never really going to tell you. I would tell you. Because I don't have anything to hide. I'm transparent. I've been broke before over here. I've run out of money over here before. But I had my round trip ticket only one time when my son was born. There ain't no shame in that. When I came in 2018, in my heart of hearts, I knew I didn't have enough money. But I did it anyway. I'm like, I got to get out of here. If I run out of money, then I just come back home. I had a round trip ticket. And I'll leave out again. Okay. Let's see. He said a Filipino making $100 a week for 20 hours a week. Is she doing well? I would say yeah. That's a damn good job. That would be 20,000 pesos. Well, over 20,000. That would be 5,800 pesos a week. Yeah, that's a damn good job over here. But the horror stories that scare us, man, they shouldn't scare you. When you see the guys who are going broke and the guys who contact me asking for help and everything like that, when I look at them, it doesn't surprise me. He says, I saved up and stayed in the Philippines for 90 days on my first trip, Cal. I had to get the real experience to see if it's for me. And this is another great point. When guys when they make those effed up decisions, they sell everything and move over here, or they send all their money over here, not even knowing if they're going to like it over here. Man, this is not for the meek over here. You either get the Philippines or you don't. But it's not for the meek. You know, guys are complaining the whole way. They can't last here 2 years. They're complaining every damn day. Oh, it's too hot. It's too slow. It's too this. It's too that. They can't make it, man. It's hard. If it was easy, everybody would do it. But they sell everything. That's an effed up decision. Those are the type of effed up decisions you've been making your whole life. Or they send all their money over here beforehand to the woman. You don't even know if you're going to like it over here. Don't do that. So when they make decisions like that and then they go broke, why does that surprise you? But if you see a guy coming over here, he's got 3,000, 4,000, steadily coming in, maybe 10, 20,000 in the bank, and he's living responsibly in his home country. Okay, just like life is good, it's saying. If you're living responsibly over there, your head's above water, how much more can you do that in the Philippines? But if you're a bum over there, you're going to be a bum over here. That's all I'm saying. But you know yourself better than anybody. That's why they want that reassurance. When somebody keeps asking you over and over, how much I need, how much is this, how much is that, can I make it off this and make it off that? That's because they know that they're going to screw up some kind of way. I already told you, Tony, she's doing good. What about that don't you understand? She's doing well. She's doing very well. That's a damn good job. So imagine if you doubled that when she's working full time. Okay, you're talking about 5,800 times 4. That's 23,200 pesos a month working part time. She's got a damn good job. Okay. I mean, what more you want me to say? He said, show some love, guys. Get the thumbs up. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to be the first to tell you there's no shame in running out of money over here, man. It means that you tried. Hopefully you learned something. So when you come back, but you're not going to learn a whole lot watching these videos all the time. At some point, you got to pull the trigger. At some point, you got to make that trip to wherever you going. Okay, because you can overthink it. This is general information we're giving out anyway. It's only going to be specific to you when you get over here. Can I meet a woman on the street? Can you? Why are you asking me that? Okay, I'll just tell you where we normally meet women, but you probably can. It's going to be specific to you. Everything is. Yeah, booby. He said, that's a good plan. Going there for a trial period and seeing what your lifestyle would cost. Then you'll know how much you're going to need per month. That's all I'm saying. But you got to get it. I say a little bit more. Get a general idea of the lifestyle you want to live. Okay, you say, well, what kind of lifestyle I know I've got 2,500 free and clear. What's that going to get me in the Philippines? Don't come to the Philippines and then say, well, what's 2,500 going to get me? Because once you get here, you're going to find out. But at least you'll have an idea for yourself. Because I don't know how you live. I don't know what you like. Marlon, thanks for that super chat. He said, you play any video games on your free time, boss? I downloaded an app the other day where, those barrels are coming at the man and he's shooting them, right? And I found out, but once you get to a certain level, then you got to buy the damn game. The hell with that. So, no, I don't play. I don't play. Me and Merlin used to play those word games all the time. I mean, we would stay up all night. I was addicted to that. Where you have it's almost like a crossword puzzle. And you have 5 or 6 words. And it just have the letters in the circle. Hey, Van. Kalaya says, hey, Cal, greetings from Thailand. Love to you, brother. Thank you, man. Love to you back. Yeah, thank you. He said, if you're a bum in the U.S., you're going to be a bum over here. You just might have a bum with a woman now. But y'all know that these women aren't with us for who we are. That's elementary. That's one thing I can tell you. So if you can't raise her standard of living, you're going to have problems. Because she's going to do her part over here. She's looking for that upgrade. Okay? I keep talking about Joe from Retired in the Philippines. I like him. I like his channel. I'm not picking on him. But that's what happened to him. He couldn't raise that woman. He didn't have as much money as the woman thought he did. And when she found out, she went somewhere else. These women aren't with us, man. They want to be kicked back. On the beach and driving a new NMAX and the house in line if you can and all that stuff. The visa. If you're not ready to do all that, man, you're going to have a problem over here with women. I'm sorry, you are. You're not going to have it like me. That's for sure. And a lot of other men. You're not going to get treated like a king. She's going to be having that phone and she's going to be on that damn dating site. He said, Cal, why don't you start a series how and where to pick up hot women in the Philippines? But I already told you, on the dating site. Shit. Because they're everywhere, but you're not going to, we don't have the balls to talk to these women here, man. Which ones you going to talk to? Which ones date foreigners and which ones don't? He said, can I buy a one-way ticket to the Philippines since I don't know when I want to get back? No. You have to buy either round trip or onward ticket, Tony. So if you're coming to the Philippines, buy an onward to Thailand or Singapore, Hong Kong. It used to be within 30 days of your arrival, but you don't have to use it. Okay, but I would suggest against that, man. Remember, again, you don't know if you're going to like it over here, Tony. What if you get all the way over here, you don't like it? Now what? And how long is it going to take before you realize you don't like it? You're not going to get it right off the plane and be like, oh, I can't deal with this place. It may be when you don't have any money. It's guys over here now, man, they've overstayed, okay? They've overstayed. They haven't paid their immigration fees. See, that's being irresponsible. They were doing that kind of stuff at home. If you really know them, I'm certain they were. Because you don't just come over here and all of a sudden become irresponsible. Is there some type of Filipino magic that goes on over here? Yeah, it is. You know, but that's not, it's not enough to make you lose your damn man and lose your fortune. He said you can either pay $50 a month or $500 a month rent. You can either pick the right woman. I have 20 kids, and pick the wrong woman and get kidnapped. Hey, how you doing, Ruby? Welcome back. What's up, TJ? He said 400 a month. That's a little tight, bro. Yeah, see, but see if now you make a great point here. So if he bring it over here, if he's trying to live on 400 a month and then he goes broke and somebody makes a video about him, why are we surprised? 53 Shady Darker. But there's guys over here like that. They come over here, they got 800 per month. They might have $5,000 and then 800 per month. That would be good if I'm going to be here for 90 days. That's probably going to be okay. But if I'm going to try to live here, at some point I'm going to run out of money. My money's going to be real low. And I didn't come here to survive. But if you go broke, okay, so what? Go back home, get some more money, and come back. Okay, says rain his ass off here. Came down to the first floor so the cleaner could tidy up movie room. What's up, Kaz? Excuse me. He said it'll be a challenge. Yeah, it'll be a challenge. Oh, okay. He said tonight Mika's heading back to the Philippines until the 27th. Oh, so she's gonna be here for Christmas, and I will not be joining her until the 26th. Yeah, we're gonna be in Panglao Bahal. So it's probably gonna be. I'm gonna have a party. My next meet and greet is gonna be a party. I'm gonna invite Filipinos and foreigners. It's probably gonna be here at the Palau Hotel because they got the DJ booth. It's gonna be BYOB. And then they've got a restaurant that's got good food downstairs if you want something to eat. I'm going to pay to rent the room and the DJ. If you want to drink, you got to buy your own drinks and food. But they're going to party. No, we're not talking about building. We're saying there's a difference between an expat and a tourist. I've been both. Okay, if you just want to come in here and visit for a week or a month, I would use the $1,000 per week rule. But remember, come as long as you can and bring as much money as you can afford. Okay, that's all. There's no and this guy here, Al Rogan, I see now, man, you're phony. Because when I made my video yesterday about the men who go broke over here go broke, you got a whole lot to say. But when Mark Thornton makes the video broke in the Philippines, are you agreeing with it? So it's just me that you have a problem with, man? What is it? You got a whole paragraph of shit you saying. When I'm saying the men who go broke over here, brother, they were going to go broke anyway. There's no surprise to that. I saw you in his comment section. And I'm saying, look at this guy. Now he's writing my comments with all this bullshit. Okay. But he's agreeing with what he's saying. Y'all be tripping, man. I just wanted to let you know that. I saw you in there with your bullshit. Because you always got some kind of pushback on my channel. And you can't agree nothing I say, but I got you this time because I saw you. He made a video yesterday, broke in the Philippines, and you all sniffing all up in his ass. I make a video. If you got to ask how much it costs over here, you probably can't afford to live here. And I'm just talking about the men who go broke. There's no surprise. They're going to go broke regardless because they're broke when they got here. And you write a 2-paragraph statement. Hey, what's up, man? He said, after being on the road for 6 months walking, I think Thailand will be a fun challenge. I'm riding that pink cloud still. Man, have you ever been to Thailand? You're going to love it. Yeah, that's right. I didn't say don't plan. I'm not answering you, man, because you phony. I'm saying the men that fail were going to fail no matter what. Don't let it surprise you. Guys who come over here and they're responsible and they got money, they don't go broke. That was my video. I don't know which video you watch. I'm not married. He said, when you went the first time, did you pack a lot of luggage? Is traveling like better? When I came here, Emil Pope, I'm not going to lie to you. I only scheduled 1 week. Okay. I had to extend a week. I didn't know what I was doing. I simply got on the plane and came over here. I was 2 days in a damn chat room. So yeah, I did pack light. And I ended up wearing the same clothes, washing them though for that second week. But I didn't care. I had such a great time. But I would pack light, literally pack light clothing, light material, comfortable shoes, a good pair of sunglasses. I mean, a real good, you know, UV pair of sunglasses. The sun is bright over here, man. Yeah, I wouldn't bring a whole lot of stuff because either she's gonna wash your clothes for you, or they usually something like 28. The laundry usually charges something like 28 pesos per kilo, and you can get them back the same day. But if I'm gonna be here 2 weeks, yeah, I wouldn't. I didn't say don't plan. Yeah, he got busted. I saw him in there. I'm like, these guys be tripping, man. They take, it's something against me. I don't care, but this guy, he's always in my comments, writing long shit. Anything I say, if I say the sky is blue, he's gonna say, oh, it's an illusion or whatever it is. All I was doing, he said, Mark made it sound like you go to the Philippines and live on 600 a month and got a young wife and lives in a big house. No, but the guys who think they can do that, those are the ones who go broke. Okay, it doesn't matter though. If you got a broke mentality, they could give you 10,000 a month, you're gonna go broke. But they were probably broke over there. My point is, don't let this surprise you. Now, I've got a friend over here. I've got several friends over here. They're millionaires now. If I got a call and one of them went broke, now that would be a story. But these broke ass fools that come in over here, they broke already. It doesn't surprise me. They barely got enough money. The pockets is on fumes, man. I'm not pocket watching. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing. When I came over here, I said 17,000. I really didn't. I had 3,000 in my pocket. I had 14,000 commission coming. And I had 1,900. It wasn't enough to live over here because I knew that my renewal income was going to eventually go down year after year. But it didn't stop me, and I don't want it to stop you because I'm ambitious. I was going to stay until it was gone, then I'd go back home. There's no shame in that. Put together another plan and come back. But I was fortunate enough that I gained traction on YouTube. which is like, it's like hitting the lottery, really. The numbers are just as crazy, man, when you talk about it. You know, I'm telling you from my experience. A lot of men did what I did. They come over here thinking, you know, I got to get out of this matrix. I'm going to make it work. Some of us make it, some of us don't. But ain't no shame. I'm not going to put somebody down that tried. He said, I saw some men who looked broken in the city on both business. Yeah, but they were going to be broke. If you follow them back home, I'm pretty sure, and you look through their history, they were making some screwed up decisions long before they got here. It's no curse on us over here when we get over here. Is there Filipino magic going on over here? Yeah. But it's not enough to make a responsible man give away all his money. You may spend a lot of it, but you're not going to go broke. Ruby says you're planning to retire permanently in the Philippines. You have to stay for a period of time to check the cost of living, but also the environment of the place. Pros and cons you need to consider. That's exactly what my video was about today. Give yourself some time, man. Get off the couch. Al Rogan and all the rest of you guys. Y'all armchair bros. Get over here and see what we're really dealing with before you knock us. Y'all need to put some respect on vloggers, man. Y'all think it's easy. It's not easy. Guys be jealous, man, when they see guys online earning more than they earn at work. It's not their problem. You got a problem, you got to check with YouTube. Okay? But they try to discredit us like we don't know what we're talking about. We're over here doing the damn thing. People watching me now, you couldn't stay in the Philippines nowhere near 6 years. You couldn't do it. If you did, you'd be complaining, okay, the whole time. I think I'd just be on here yapping. I'd be damned if I didn't make my video yesterday and what comes across my screen because Google's tracking us. Every video I make, next thing you know on my screen, here's a guy, don't build a house in the Philippines. He's complaining the whole time. He looks broke. I don't know if he's broke or not. Probably not. But I'm just saying, he said, facts, if you're terrible about budgeting your money in the USA, you will be the same character in the Philippines, especially when you're having fun. That's all I was saying. These videos are scaring people, man. You go in the comments, they'll say, man, you guys are you're scaremongers and stuff like that. I can understand that. It makes a person timid. Like, what's really going on over there in the Philippines? Am I going to go broke? And they start doubting themselves. They start questioning. It's guys that ask me, I've got 5,000. Is that enough? Well, hell, it should be. But when you hear all these stories, we don't really go into the background. We don't say, well, this fool was broke. The only one we really know for sure his story, and he came forward because he's asked for help, was Broke John. He said, I bought 30,000 over here, or whatever it was, and he tried to stretch that for 3 years. It didn't work, man. He's not Warren Buffett, okay? That's all I'm saying. What he should have done, say, okay, I'll just stay over here until it runs out, then I'll go home. I'm not going to stay over here and then be hopeless and have owe a lot of money into immigration and everything like that. You got to know when to fold them, guys. That's all I'm saying. The Philippines is not going anywhere. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't understand it. I don't even know him, but he's always in my comments. I just saw him the other day. I'm like, well, damn, man. I see now you a clown like the rest of them. All up in my damn comments all the time. Anything I say, which I don't care, but the fact that he's on here and I saw him, because I'm like, who is this guy? Al Rogan has always got something. He's writing paragraphs in my every video I make. He's got a damn paragraph. I don't care that you agree with me. I don't care about that. But then you're going to go over there and be snipping all up in his ass. No, that's too much like work, man. The men who make it over here, they come over here and they get it done for themselves, basically. Okay, he said you can make more money giving us packages than trying to make us build. I'm not trying to make you build. I'll say that one more time, okay? He said, come up with a class. We can all might travel. I'm giving you class every damn every other day on these live streams, on my videos. If you're listening, but y'all try to discredit us. Y'all try to act like we don't know what we're talking about. We're boots on the ground, man. We put in our 10,000 hours and more. We trying to share our experience, strength, and hope. But y'all listen more to the armchair bros and the barbershop bros. I'm telling you, don't worry about going broke over here. Come over here and have a good time. Responsible people with a plan don't go broke. But you can't discount emergencies. Okay, remember being in the wrong place at the wrong time, there's no answer to that. But if you're responsible over there, you're gonna be responsible over here. If your head is above water over there, how much more would it be over here in the Philippines? That's all I'm saying. And I tell you now, if you're an expat over here and you say, oh, the Philippines is more affordable than America and you're not saving, then I say, why aren't you? What's the point of being over here? Because you didn't save over there. You're not going to save over here. The extra money you have, you're going to spend it. And then you're going to find yourself in a jackpot situation. He said you could do a 2-week trip here in one bag. Get a good 30L, 40L backpack. I did 3 trips here with no checked luggage. Now that's good information. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Literally light clothes. See, most of the stuff I wear over here is dry fit. Okay. That's all. He said, what happened in Surigao for generating solar power? Yeah, well, that underwater power cable, something's wrong with it that connects Surigao with the rest of Mindanao. They went down and pulled it out. They couldn't find a problem, but they're having trouble with it. So all the power, they haven't had power for 10 days now, and it's a state of calamity now, and they're flying in generators and all that stuff now. It's bad. No, it doesn't matter. The point I'm trying to make, Al, is you're going to get people to agree with your comment. They don't mean it's right. I'm just saying you. I'm not talking about the other people. I'm saying the comment you made. I didn't even read it whether it's right or not. It doesn't matter. I'm not here to argue and make my head hurt, dude. You know, I'm saying that you snipping all up in Mark Thornton's ass. And he didn't say anything different than what I said. That's all. Yeah, he said, LOL, jealous people looking at the other man's bag. Yeah, get off your ass and make ways to make yours. Or make it over here. Make a way. He said, either you planned young or you making your bread in your older years. It's never too late. I was reading the Outliers, and man, he made a great point about why some people are successful. He was talking about Bill Gates, and he went down his whole list of stuff. Yeah, Bill Gates is nice, but he had some privileges. The first thing he said was when he was born. See, he said, Bill Gates, I think, was born in 1955. So when he was coming of age, so was the personal computer. The timing and everything was right. And, and Bill Gates had access to a computer long before everybody else did. Okay, he used to get up between 3 a.m. and 6 a.m. in the morning and go to the University of Washington and be on the computer, programming the computer. So the guy said, and he named all of this stuff that all came together for Bill Gates. Yeah, that's why the name of the book is Outliers. It's a good book by Malcolm Gladwell. And it has a lot to do with what 53 Shades Darker was saying. But he says, I can still laugh at dumb and broke doing dumb and broke things. Yeah. I mean, it's not, I'm just saying, if that's going to make people happy, I'm saying don't be surprised at the people going broke over here. Okay. Now he says, I seen somebody talking about can they bring a woman here? And that's really a good idea, honestly. Let me see. Where does it say? Well, anyway, the guy says, is it okay to bring a woman? And I say, yeah. If that's your woman already, that's a great plan. Because now you don't have to be fooling around worrying about what the woman's with you, why she's with you. You don't have to play all the games and everything that we do over here. But there's people over here who have their women with them. Two traveling expats, they've been married for 11 years when they moved over here. They got two pensions. There's a few people like that over here. That's a great idea. Larry says, I live on 700 a month, but not in a big house and young wife. Me and my wife have an apartment and she is closer to my age. Uh, where you live over here, Larry? Is that what you're saying? Hey, David, thanks for that super sticker. But no matter what, see, some people stay too long over here. If you got 15, 10, 15, 20,000, and you see it getting low, pack it up, man, and go on home, man. Don't overstay over here and put yourself in a situation where you can't leave. There's a guy who's up in Luzon, man. He's from America. He's overstayed, man, for over 11 years, man. You don't want that. When they get him, he's going to jail. And he'll never be able to come back to the Philippines. It's not worth it. But he's been up there for over 11 years now. Overstay. Which is crazy, right? He says, don't bring sand to the beach. Well, I'm going to tell you, though, it's not a bad idea. If you're already with a woman, okay, and y'all know each other, and you got a good relationship, why wouldn't you do that? It's a game over here, man. And some people don't want to play it. Some people in denial. I know it's a game, and that's why I don't have a problem with it. Okay? I know it's a game. I know the game's being played. You can either throw in your hand and quit or keep on playing because they playing the same game all over the world. I just like the rules over here. The rules over here are a little bit more to my liking. I get a yummy six. What? Movie sleep? Oh She gets up too early. Bowie was up at 5 o'clock this morning. He said shirtless in the Philippines. He said, if you got 515 credit and wondering how to live here full time, you may be an armchair bro. Yeah, see, this is exactly what I'm saying. Okay, if you backtrack to the guys who go broke over here, it's not going to take you long to realize they were broke at home and all the crazy stuff they were doing, wasn't paying their bills on time, wasn't saving any money, wasn't being responsible at all. But they see the bloggers, oh yeah, you can live off $1,000 a month over here. Let me get over here to the Philippines, and I don't need a round trip. I just buy one of them fake onward tickets and just follow all the bad information, all the bad information. And then when they go wrong, they turn it on you. Oh, these guys are giving bogus information. They sugarcoating it. I haven't seen people sugarcoating. I watch the same vloggers y'all watch. I'm trying to say, who's sugarcoating anything over here? You'd have to be a new vlogger to even think you could get away with sugarcoating, because y'all not going to let us get away with that. You have to be a brand new kid on the block to sugarcoat over here. Oh, that's easy. He said, what percentage of viewers do you think have never been there, never will go there? Probably 90%. But I don't put them down, T Busy, because those are the people who finance this genre. I'm not going to knock them. And it's only a few of them that push back against you. When I talk about them, the armchair bros, I'm talking about the ones who always got something to say, who's always got their 2 cents, and they're not going to get up off the couch. Most people over there, they still working. They're not young enough to retire. Maybe they're taking care of their mother or somebody. They got children, minor children. There's a myriad of reasons why they're never be able to come here, or they can't come here yet. But they're probably about 90 to 95%. It's a high percentage. Those are the ones watching the videos. Okay? Because once you come over here, you stop watching the videos for real. You may get on a live stream, but you're going to be out and about at the beach with your woman. You're going to be doing all kind of stuff. He said, you don't want to go broke in the Philippines. It's a wrap. But it's nothing to be ashamed about. It happens to the best of us. Just dust yourself up, pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and go home. Okay? But going broke is not a requirement here. We're scaring people when we bring those stories out. These aren't regular people. These are people who are going to go broke no matter where they are. Okay? And they're always asking you over and over how much money I need. If you're worried about the amount of money you got, you probably can't afford to live here. If they got you shaking in your boots like that, because most guys who are responsible, who got some type of courage, they're going to come anyway. They're going to say, I'm not going to go by what he said. I'm going to get over there myself and see what I've got to do. But the $10,000 is not a bad deal. That's you're going to need more than that, because remember the guy asked me on my last live stream. He said, Cal, how long did it take you to get adjusted? I'm still adjusting. I'm just a whole lot better than I was when I got here. So $10,000, if you deliberately living over here for $10,000, all the ups and downs. See, what we try to do, we try to avoid the bad times, man. You can't appreciate the good times without the bad. You got to take your licks over here. A woman may run off with your money. You may send her money to meet you in Cebu and she never comes. Okay, that's part of your $10,000, man. Okay, that's all I'm saying. But it's a whole lot more than zero. Just get over here and then you're going to see you'll get them 10,000 hours real quick. You'll be flying back and forth to the Philippines like you done lost your man. He said, I went from 850 to basically zero. I don't use credit anymore. Yeah, that's a good thing about over here. I really have one credit card that I use all the time. That's the Capital One. It doesn't charge me uh, any international fees or anything like that. Okay. And believe it or not, since I came here 6 years ago, because I get a printout, my credit has went up 160. If I go home now, I could buy a house and do all kinds of stuff. I get car, you know, loan offers and everything in my email. Because I tried to tell y'all in a video about that. You get a great opportunity over here. By the cost of living being so much lower, you're going to have extra money. You can pay off those bills. You can get back on your feet over here, but we don't do it. We come over here and it's all fun and games. You think the extra money you got, you're supposed to spend it. No, why not put that up? Okay? Why not save that? If you're not saving money over here, I got to ask you, why aren't you saving money? It doesn't make sense to me. That's a loser's mentality. That's a broke mentality. He said, losing is a teacher. Winning feels better. As long as you learn something. As long as you learn something, you'd be like, well, maybe I'm not going to stay at where a Solanea, where the American, I rented from him in Airbnb for a couple of nights. It's a nice place, but he wants to charge 40,000 per month rent. You probably said, no, I'm not going to do that this time. When I go back, okay, I'm going to set my limit's going to be 20,000, which you should be able to get a nice place for 20,000, depending on where you're going to live in the Philippines. Yeah, he said you don't learn or earn without the burn. No pain, no gain. But we want to avoid the lick. You got to take your licks over here, man. You're going to take them. Look at Cos. Moved out of the place, left the apartment spick and span, and the lady didn't give him his deposit back. See, that's all part of that 10,000 hours. He's learning now. He got his 10,000 in. If you come over here, you got to vet. I vet all the landlords. And the one thing that sticks out, the good ones and the bad ones. The good ones have money, the bad ones don't. We were staying in a house where the lady's trying to get her rent earlier and earlier every month. Of course, we didn't get our deposit back. So we didn't pay our last month's rent. But the Australian that we rented from got our deposit back. Took great care of his rental properties because guess what? They're an investment for him. There was a rich Filipino family that we rented from in Margarita Village. Same thing. She had a maintenance crew. Anything go wrong, you pick it up. But that lady over there in Malawi, my God. So that's one thing. You look at the lady. You say, hey, do you got money? If she's asking to borrow, don't you know this lady asked to borrow money from me? Guess how much she wanted to borrow from me? You're not going to believe it. My landlord asked to borrow 250,000 pesos from me and said, I give you what do you call it? Anyway, to lean to the house. I'm like, I don't want this raggedy ass house. Yeah, he said Glenn Mills, Usain Bolt's track coach, said Usain had to learn how to lose before winning consistently. Only way you're gonna earn your wings over in the Philippines is to get over here. That's all. And every question that you ask these vloggers, you're gonna be able to answer yourself. He said, I never saved a penny in my life. I live Social Security check to Social Security check. Oh, no, nothing never happened. Well, see, so if you went broke over here, Larry, it wouldn't surprise me. Okay, you're living on 700 per month. You don't save. Okay, you're probably like a lot of us over here. We're one emergency away from being broke. He said Paul Old Dog makes 6,000 a month on YouTube and still lives on his Social Security budget. Good example of what you're talking about. Mark Thornton too, unless they're lying. Well, YouTube, goes up and down. I wouldn't doubt that Paul earned at least that because he gets a whole lot more views. His viewers are coming from the same place man are, America. So he gets a whole lot more views than me, probably 3 times more, 4 times more. So I could say, well, this isn't real right here. This isn't real. That's not the real figures. I'm sure he probably earns a whole lot more than 6,000. I know what I earn. And it fluctuates because sometimes YouTube will reward you. See, a lot of times that's why I make a video all the time. If it comes across my mind, I'll make it. I enjoy it. It's not work to me. But when you do that, YouTube will reward you sometimes. They'll put you on that algorithm and your money will go up. See? But you can't listen to these armchair bros and guys who are jealous of you. They'll talk about the fact that you're getting paid on YouTube. Like, dude, YouTube is a seven. Did Frank Ellis say that? Somebody said that YouTube paid out 70 billion last year to content creators. Do you think I would rather have a successful YouTube channel or be on that damn hamster wheel? Make that make sense to me, guys. Why they try to shame you for having a YouTube channel? Money is money. Okay? When we go on trips and stuff, they don't ask me, well, where'd you get that money? Well, we don't want that money because you got it from YouTube. We only want the money that comes from a job. Okay? Y'all stupid. He said you'll save a lot more once you finally get that peso economy in your head and the dollar economy out. Yeah. See, I speak in pesos now. I don't know when it happened. I have no idea when that happened. I just woke up one day and it was gone. I don't speak in dollars anymore. To y'all, I will. Because y'all ask me and I say, okay, well, what is that? But you're right. But it takes a long time. It's a steep learning curve over here. You need at least 10,000 hours. But we want to get all our information from the vloggers. And then if we trip and fall over here, so we'll have somebody to blame. No, you gotta get over here and earn it. Hey, Southern Purchase, thanks for that super chat. He said, how much cheaper is it to live in St. Carlos City versus Manila? Big or a little difference? It's a big difference. Okay, it's a big difference. And I'll give you a perfect example, Southern Purchase. Okay, if you go on my YouTube and put in a $175 apartment in St. Carlos City. This apartment is 10,000 pesos per month. I mean, you're not going to get a better deal than that in all of the Philippines, okay? Because not only is it spick and span and clean, but it's in an upper middle class neighborhood with the security gate and everything like that, okay? And the landlord is rich, okay? Owns a hotel and everything like that. What you're going to get in Manila for 10,000, you're going to be in the hood, okay? You're going to be in the hood for 10,000 in Manila. I've had a few of my friends stay in those apartments over there. I would stay in them. I mean, they're nice. And then for an extra 1,000, you can have a cable and Wi-Fi. So it make it 11,000. But you got cable and Wi-Fi. Yeah, broke landlord. You better watch out for that over here. try to borrow some money from me. I couldn't believe Merlin said, yes, she wants to borrow money. I'm thinking like what? 1,000 or something to 250,000. Yeah, lady, so you can have me killed. The damn septic tank is leaking in the back. Okay. Everything that went wrong with that house, I fixed it. But when that septic tank started leaking, that's when I said, no, that's it. We're out of here. Yeah, they do that. But they want you, he said, why they even check how much one makes on YouTube? Wow. But it seems like it's only the Filipino bloggers. We're under scrutiny like never before. I mean, you wouldn't believe the ignorance that people go through to try to shame us and put us down. I'm like, why do y'all, uh, just pick us out of the bunch? It's like it's guys that really, okay, they had that guy on there. He almost had lost his YouTube channel. He got it back. Okay, I think his name is Check in Effect. Well, he was on uh, uh, Zoom to Thailand. And Zoom to Thailand, Richie Mack asked him, say, hey, man, how much money do you earn on YouTube? He said, well, I'm not going to give you a real, not going to tell you exactly how much I earn. He said, but it's in between $10,000 and $20,000 per month. Do you see them giving him problems? That's a lot of damn money, man. Do you think these guys give a damn what you're saying? It's pure jealousy. People, if you had any sense, you would be on here telling people about your life and what you're doing, trying to get some of that money. Y'all crazy. Y'all ignorant to talk about that. I'm just gonna say it. There's people over here getting money, man. They don't give a damn what you talking about. They living their best lives over here and in Brazil and different places like that. They're very fortunate that there's a platform like YouTube. You should be trying to do it. They guys say, "Oh, I don't need the money, dude. You're not gonna turn down $5, $6, $7,000 a month. You're damn lying. You know it. You can't do it. So you try to shame the people that can do it. I'm not ashamed. I'm so thankful, man. I'm telling you. I'm so thankful. Frederick Delk Show says, my wife always say I have to live like a Filipino. No, it ain't gonna happen. That's just not gonna happen. We're on the fringes of this society over here. We're living like the upper middle class and basically the rich people over here. You wouldn't last a week. Some of these guys, though, like Elliot Eastman, he was living like the locals. During the 6 months of the pandemic, I was living like a local, but I had already been over here. Long as I got a shower, toilet, I'm okay. And I don't have rats running across me and all that. See, I was living in squatters area, but every squatters area is not the same. Yeah, I did that interview. He said, I saw you in an interview with Mark Thornton, and you explained to him how much you make on your YouTube channel. Congrats, you're in a good position, and your Social Security hasn't even kicked in yet. Yeah, I'm very fortunate, but I don't take it for granted. My head's not in the clouds somewhere. Okay, I know how fortunate I am. I know how appreciative I am of my viewers and subscribers. Okay, that's why I built that guest house. And anytime they in St. Carlos, they want to come over and get a meal or something like that. I do these live streams for y'all. I don't do them for me. People don't understand that. It's like, oh, such and such don't have to do live streams. Well, they really do, for real, if they value their membership. But I don't apologize though. Okay. I just I've learned a lot. I've earned my 10,000 hours on YouTube too. Okay, I've learned a lot, man, on YouTube that I didn't know before I started. I did not realize the ignorance, man. The people, you can't choose your audience. But the bigger you get and the more successful your channel gets, more people are gonna like you and more people are gonna dislike you. That goes along with it. And I'm okay with that. But for somebody to be watching your pockets all the time and oh, he needs a YouTube channel, that's what, and this and that, for the life of me, I would be ashamed if my father acted the way that some of these men act. These are grown men. These aren't women. These are grown ass men that act like a bunch of women, man. They act like a bunch of bitches, man. Making videos about other men. They'll watch my content and then go and make a video about it. About me. Like, I've got better things to do than that. He said, that's right. MSNBC said YouTubers earn 70 billion. Probably gonna be more. So why would you shame a guy like that? See, y'all have no idea. I know how much these guys are earning because I know how much I earn. All I got to do is look at their numbers to tell you. It's way up there, guys. You would not believe it. I'm not pocket watching. I'm happy. I remember my friend said, don't ever be jealous of somebody else's success. He said, just be happy that God's in the neighborhood. See, all that's trickling down. But y'all be shocked. You worry about me? This guy's over here, man, making 15, 20, 25,000 a month on YouTube. But they're supposed to, give up, see if your YouTuber is going to give up his channel to prove he can do without it. Y'all sound ignorant, okay? I'm sorry. You sound real ignorant saying like that. That's never a good time. Certainly over here. Vet your landlord, guys. Okay? Cars can back that up. But the um, the universe is always watching. Now the lady can't rent the apartment. And she dropped the price on it, the rent and everything. He said, living in Manila with a family, kids going to private school and private college. He said, living in a gated community and a couple of SUVs can be expensive. Oh, yeah. You know, I sent Sahara to nursing school. That's the biggest bill I've gotten. It's not a big bill. Okay. But I didn't want her to go to college just to go and get a degree. This is how you really break the cycle of poverty. She's gonna one day look back and thank me for that. There's no way she wouldn't be able to, but that's not why I'm doing it. She's gonna earn more money than me one day. But that's what you do. That's how uh you help people over here. Well, I don't know. You don't need 100,000. He said once you reach 100,000, your money goes through the roof. YouTube doesn't pay you by subscribers, Frank. They pay you by views. There's people with less subscribers who earn a lot of money. It's a lot goes into that. Where your viewers are coming from. They pay more for if your viewers are in the West, okay, because than they do in the Philippines. Because your viewers in the West, in America, which my channel is about 80% US, they know you're more likely to buy something on those ads. And then you got all those other distractions in America and in the West that they're competing against. So for me to draw in viewers from the West, they're saying, okay, we're going to pay you for that. But in the Philippines, where everybody stays on YouTube and social media all day long, they pay you practically nothing. I'm just telling you. He said, live in a Western lifestyle in a gated community near Clark, Angeles City, best of both worlds, if you ask me. Is that where you live, Ruby? I don't like the gated communities really because, well, not the subdivisions. The gated communities is a different thing, yeah, because we got a couple of nice ones here. But those subdivisions, I don't like them. All the houses look the same. It's hard for you to sell the house. You don't get a whole lot for your money. I mean, you just don't, and you stuck with that thing. You know, he said, Cal, I have a neighbor here that owes us 10,000. It's been 2 months. The first story was M lawyer won't release her money. The second story was a rat bit her employee and she's paying. Yeah. Well, it's been over 2.5 years since I've loaned one of Maryland's friends 10,000. So you got 2 years and 4 months to catch up with me. And you might as well just say forget it, man, because I wasn't gonna cause myself any problems over 10,000 pesos. Lady, the universe is gonna kick your ass for that 10,000 pesos. I promise you that. Okay. Universal law is universal law, and the longer it takes, the more severe the punishment. Okay, but it's coming. We were nice enough to give you that 10,000 pesos, and you want to shit on us? Okay. Yeah, you might as well give it away. Yeah, yeah. He said someone in the wedding. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy though. But fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. But that's one thing about coming to the Philippines. That's part of the 10,000 hours. 53 Shades Darker. You're learning, man. You got to take your licks over here or wherever you are. We try to avoid that. No, you're going to get hit every now and then. He said, Calvin have to raise the roof there. He said, I don't loan out anything I plan to get back when it comes to here. Yeah. If you're smart, that's the truth. He said, it's just the cost of phasing certain MFs out of your life. Yeah, that's what I mean. I probably end up saving money by not getting that 10,000 because if they'd have paid me back, the next time it's probably going to be 20. He said, I admire what the PI bloggers have done. No hate from me. It all comes down to how engaging the dialogue is. You, Paul, and Mark are just interested in engaging. I don't know why they pick on us anyway. They put us on such, they have such high standards for us, like we're journalists or something. We're just sharing our lives with people. Really, our experience, strength, and hope over here. I would rather you look and watch what I'm doing than listen to anything I'm saying. The fact that I've been over here 6 years and my life has steadily improved, that should say something to you. I'm no smarter than anybody else. Yeah, we do help ourselves. We help other people, you help yourself. That's the law of compensation. It doesn't matter whether you believe it or not. You don't have to understand the law of physics to believe in the law of gravity. You believe in the law of gravity, you don't have to understand physics and all that other stuff. He said, I don't mind sharing what I make. He says, I make an average 11 to 13,000 per month, and that is all just icing on the cake. And I'm set up for life as a double retired military and government person. Yeah. See, so you being double retired like that tells me you're responsible. No amount of money you got over here, you're gonna will cause you to go broke unless you just simply lose your mind and say, "Here, I'm signing over all my money to you." Or you all of a sudden get a gambling problem or a drug problem or you get scammed in some type of investment. If you went broke over here, bringing in 11 to 13,000, now that's a story. That's a vlog that people should be interested in. But when the videos that these guys are making talking about people going broke, these guys are barely skimming the surface to begin with. They're flying by the seat of their pants. It's a wonder they've lasted this long. It shouldn't surprise you. That was the point of my video yesterday. It wasn't a budget video. It wasn't telling people how much they need. I have no idea how much you need. But if they just did a little bit more research, or if the vlogger would give you more research, like, well, how much money did he come over here with? How much is his monthly budget? Or does he have his monthly income? Does he have a recurring income or not? That'll tell you a lot. The guys that go broke, they don't have no monthly income. They bring a certain amount of money over here, thinking it's going to last them forever. They got the wrong memo. America has a whole lot of influence on the Philippines, man, and the way they do business. You don't believe me? Look at the cost of some of these condominiums and stuff. And you wonder to yourself, where are they getting these prices from? Yeah, I'm not studying the trolls. Uh, I ignore them, but everybody knows they're out here. If you following anybody over here, they got them. And I would be ashamed if that was my brother, my uncle, or my father or something, and you see them acting like that on YouTube or Facebook or whatever it is. I would confront them at the at the Thanksgiving table. I mean, what are you doing, man? You're 60 years old. You leave that man alone, man. He bothering you. Yeah, that's the video I saw. I saw the video where he was saying he had lost it, but then I saw the video where he said he's getting it back because he settled out of court, whatever it was. But when he was on the live with, because I don't watch him, he was on there with Richie Mack. Richie Mack just straight up asked him because I had no idea. He got 500,000 subscribers, so it's probably why he gets so many views. He said he was getting like 2.5 million views every month. That's a lot of damn views when they're coming from the United States. So he wasn't lying. I can just look at my views and be like, okay, yeah, he's telling the truth. He says someone else's success is just evidence of what you're capable of if you want to work hard enough. Yeah, it's like the man said, don't ever be jealous. Just be glad that God is in the neighborhood, man. The pie is big enough. Your blessing's coming, but we don't want that. We just want to sit back and watch and critique somebody else. They don't tell you that all those nights I spoke out into the universe, nobody was listening to me. Okay? Nobody was listening, but I did it anyway because I didn't mind. I enjoyed it. Okay, and another reason why I don't really get mad because nobody watches their channels. People get tired of that stuff. They want to be entertained at least. It's not entertaining. Oh, he won the voice. Wow. Yeah, well, I tell you, if you want to try to break into singing, entertainment business over here, you better bring it. I'm gonna be honest with you. Over here reminds me, they got something over here called OPM, original Filipino music, original Philippine music. It reminds me of the old soul music. See, they own their music over here. And you know how when one star would get old, somebody else would replace them. That's what you got over here. They got rid of soul music. There's no more soul music. I'm like, where's the soul music in America? On my Facebook page, they're showing like the top 20 of 1976. You can't even come up with a top 20 today. There's not 20 acts in R&B and soul music anymore. He said that's why there are 114 million YouTubers and millions starting daily. Even as old as 91 years old trying to get in on the money. Yeah, if they're smart, instead of you sitting back trying to ridicule somebody, everybody watching this has a YouTube channel already. All you got to do is upload a video or something. There's no overhead. But they want to ridicule you. They want to say, oh, he needs YouTube. You damn right. And even if I didn't need it, do you think I would throw away $3,000, $4,000 a month, just having fun and like these live streams, hanging out with my friends and stuff? I don't get it, man. I really don't get it. I'm really shocked by that. That was the biggest thing that shocked me about YouTube was the trolls. And I don't have trolls, I have stalkers. For guys who make 10, 15-minute videos about me. I'm really flattered to tell you the truth. Like, am I that damn important? He says, I saw a Filipino, who built an empire, and it all started on YouTube. I agree with Cal, and those hating, I almost guarantee your life is not where you want to be. Crabs in a bucket. But for people to try to put you down because you're monetized and you're living, I mean, to the point where I could travel around the world. I could go anywhere I want to on my YouTube channel. There's no shame in that. That's pure jealousy, man. How can you knock a man for that? Somebody make that make sense to me. I'm over here living my best life. I got a yummy six over there. Okay? And everything like that. Friends from all around the world and all that, man. But I'm not that important, though. For you to sit there and make a 10 or 15-minute video about me, you should be making it for your viewers and subscribers so you can gain some traction. Because nobody's watching you. He said, yeah, my landlord scammed my deposit. She got that karma, though. That condo is still vacant since I left in March. She dropped the rent, too. Yeah, old scamming ass helper. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The universe is watching, man. It doesn't matter. You can't get away with anything. Yeah, yeah. That's just them. 65 a month. It's crazy. Why do you think everybody who's got any sense, they're coming from the major networks over to YouTube? They seem to like. There's nobody else paying like YouTube. Everybody that's anybody is on YouTube, but they want to pick on the YouTube bloggers to single us out. Y'all fools, man. You name it. The biggest stars in the world have a YouTube channel, but I'm not supposed to have one. Make that make sense to me. He said Filipino nurses put the average American nurse to shame in work ethic. I was watching a documentary on there, yeah, but they're getting burned out, man. They're working a lot of hours and everything that glitters isn't gold, man, when it comes to that. It's a great video on YouTube where they're talking about that. They're taking advantage. In America, they'll take advantage of you. You show up for work every day and they don't reward you. They start taking you for granted. Excuse me. Yeah, that Starlink, I heard was pretty good. I know TJ had a bad um, experience with that Starlink. Did you just deal with a scammer, TJ? He said it's not a deposit. He said 10,000 hours so far. Say it's a donation. Well, you need that boots on the ground experience over here. That's something that I wouldn't lie to anybody about. At least 10,000 before you even start thinking that you know anything over here and making any type of uh, major decisions, because you'll see it over here. Start doing asking the questions when you see a guy over here. Be like, well, how long did you know that woman before y'all got married? Certainly not 10,000 hours. You didn't, and it goes wrong. What's up, Mike? But we want to. Everything says slow down, but we won't slow down. I was watching a lady, man. She had a great vlog, and she was talking about the three biggest myths about America when she left America. She lived in Europe now, I think Paris, or wherever, was it Paris, London or Paris, whatever it was. She said the biggest one was she was always staying busy in America. You know how it's always rush, 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 run, run, run. You're not supposed to slow down. She said, but now that she's over there, he said, life is almost come to a crawl. And it's the same way over here. You learn to relax. It takes a long time, man. I talked about that on the blog. We get over here and we'll look at Filipino people like they're lazy. No, man, because you're too damn busy and you're not getting anything done. You're not productive. Learn to slow down, learn to relax, smell the roses. They know how to do it over here. You can go to Center Mall right now and you'll see just a group of Filipinos just sitting in a circle, just talking. And I can't do that, man. It's hard for me to do that. To just stop all the way like that. But they got it down to a science over here. We can't do that. Yeah, that loan and money is something, man. Yeah, it might as well be a gift. Okay. Well, the 100,000 is just like a status thing. You get but it means nothing. If you don't have the views, it means nothing. It should translate into views, okay, if you're putting out content that people can relate to, that's entertaining and all that, Frank. But just having 100,000 subscribers means absolutely nothing. There's people with 100,000 subscribers. I run circles around them with my views. YouTube doesn't pay you for that. It should translate if they're real subscribers, but if you're smart and you start a YouTube channel, you want to get a core group of supporters who are going to watch your videos no matter what. That's the only way you're going to get the 4,000 watch time hours. In some cases, they changed it to 500 subscribers, 3,000 watch time hours. It doesn't matter, 3,000, 4,000. There's a lot of damn watch time hours. You get you a core group, a base, what I call my support group, and you feed them. Okay? That's how you grow on YouTube, because the algorithm has a lot to do with who sees your content and who doesn't. It's proof. About twice a year, they put my videos in front of more people, and guess what? I get more views. I get more subscribers. Now, what if they did that every month instead of just twice a month, Frank? YouTube has a lot to do with that. But you would be surprised at the amount of money people earn on YouTube. I was surprised. No, I wasn't surprised. I was shocked. He says, I would live in a gated community only in Cebu and Metro Manila. My homeowners association fees is over 1,500 pesos per month. They charge by the lot size per square meter. I just like a standalone uh, house, even though that house is connected to me. Nobody's there, and even if they were, just one, there's really nobody around me. I kind of like that. It'll be easier to sell my house. But in some of those communities, all the houses look the same. Like if you go to where Pumpkin Joe Philippines Experience lives, all the houses are the same. And most of them are the same color and everything. And then uh, half of them are unoccupied, and man, it's hard to sell them houses, man. And they want so much for them. Hey, thanks, Timmy. I love you, shoulders. I'm watching for a bit, my dude. I appreciate it, man. You know, I don't take it for granted. But I'm gonna knock anybody. If you if I'm you, I'm starting a YouTube channel because you never know until you try. You never know. Look at that guy, iSpeed. iShow Speed, he just won like the live stream of the year or something like that. The guy started, just doing temper tantrums and stuff like that. Well, whatever he did, he's got like 30 million subscribers. There's no telling how, I guarantee he's earning over a million. And then once you get so big, here comes the sponsors. They're paying you, you ain't have nothing to do with YouTube. So instead of you sitting back knocking people, if you can't beat them, join them. He said you got to have savings beyond your Social Security or pension. If you only got $2,500 per month, but have 50,000 or less in savings, you're in trouble, I think. Well, I'm not even going to touch that, man. I would never tell somebody how much they needed. I mean, because that's a stretch. I just don't know them. But if you're responsible, you're probably going to be okay with that 2,500 per month. But if you're not, if you're a knucklehead, if you're a bum, they could give you 5,000 a month over here, and you're going to go broke because you're not going to save any money. Hey, thanks, Carry On, for that super chat. He says, thanks, Cal, for being real. Yeah, that's all I got, man, really. That's all I got. I started my YouTube channel. I started my Facebook first, but I started my YouTube channel because really, man, I was looking on YouTube and there was nobody talking to me. I'm living here in the Philippines and I'm like, man, that's just not the Philippines that I'm experiencing. So let me put my 2 cents out there. Never in my wildest dreams where I think I'm approaching 64,000. I'm earning enough money where I can just live over here. I don't have to go back home, and I can do 10 minutes a day on my vlogs, except for my live streams, and I do that for y'all. It's my way of giving back. It's just somewhere where we can hang out online and just talk shit, basically, and just hang out together and stuff. But if you could have told me that, I wouldn't have believed you. I wouldn't have believed if you would have told me somebody on YouTube was able to do that. I was very naive with YouTube. I wouldn't have believed it. But now that I know, man, I'm really glad because I'm like, I'm thankful that God's in the neighborhood. I don't envy anybody, man. They go, what about Filipino people? Well, she's in the neighborhood. Her viewers are mine. That trickles down to me. When some videos are showing up there and there's 150,000 people watching, mine is over on the side. They're like, oh, who's this little bald-headed black man over there? What's he talking about? Hey, Mike Dawsonville said, yeah, I'll be in the PI in a few days, bro. We'll meet. Hey, thanks, man. Thanks for that super chat. Yeah, that'll be something. And let me know, man. Hell, we'll fly to well, we're going to Peng Lao, but hell, we can meet somewhere in the middle before we leave for Peng Lao. He said, yeah, hard work. He said, I've been working since the age of 11 with a paper route and retired at the age of 52 during the pandemic. It's time to rest and relax. That's right. Yeah, they give you that silver plaque, but hell, some people got the silver plaque and nobody's watching them. They broke. But if you see, when I started YouTube, I didn't come on here for the money because I never thought I would ever earn the money. YouTube owed me like $53, but the only way I could get it, my payout is $100. Well, hell, they had changed everything when I came back on YouTube. I just had a YouTube channel like everybody else. I'd upload a video every year or two or something. I was really building for my daughter's singing career. And I looked on there and they owed me $53 or whatever it was, but if the payout was 100, well shit. Now you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch time hours. I was like, what the hell? That never happened. So I just did it for the hell of it. Yeah, YouTube deposits in your bank account. Yeah, he said cable and internet where I'm at for the basic is almost 300 a month. I was saying this the other day. When I left America in 2018, I was paying almost $200 a month for my cable and internet. Like it was nothing. I mean, really, like it was nothing. Hey, Greg, thanks for that super sticker. I appreciate it, man. He said America needs to slow down and smell the roses. It's just so much. The government, man, over there is what's out of control. It's just too much lying now. We got the wrong people in charge over there. The people need to take that back, man. I mean, it's just too much going on. They will lie to you right to your face. When Edward Snowden broke that mass surveillance, Obama got on TV and lied, man. How many times did he lie? All of them lied. But he lied, man. I was watching it yesterday, like, dude, I lost a lot of respect for you. Good damn well, this man can't come back here and get a fair trial and all of that. Good and well, you went after him with that old decrepit espionage act. He pulled that out. Obama did. He slapped a lot of people with that, man. He don't believe in whistleblowers. Edward Snowden simply had the archives. It wasn't like he was the director of NSA and really knew a lot of secrets. He just had access to the archives. That's what he turned over to the people. But okay, look at Trump's pick for ambassador to Israel. Michael, these are people who used to fight each other. Remember at one time he was running, Mike Huckabee. He was running for president, and they said, "Oh, they hate Trump and they don't trust him and this and that." Greg says, "Greetings from Montana, home of the nervous sheep." He said, "I think I would start a channel, and I will be the doctor of noology." He said, "So many noologists out there." I wouldn't blame you, man. I'm gonna tell you something. If I had time to do it, why not? I was just fortunate enough to be in the Philippines. I had no idea. It's just like the outliers. It had a lot to do with my success, where I was, the timing. When I had nothing to do, it just all came together. When I came over here in the Philippines, and then the COVID, and then the Philippines just blew up. And I had no idea, guys, I promise you, that the Philippines was this popular. If you might as well try, I would. But the thing is, people don't want to be real. They're afraid. See, I'm not afraid of these guys out there, the trolls and all that. See, they know it. They tried to bring me down early in my career. If I could have fell for it, but I didn't do it. I'm glad to see a regular guy coming back on. But I was watching something the other day. I think it's Philly in the Philippines. He had this guy, Says Styles. Okay. And I was like, where do I know this guy from, right? I'm thinking I know him, Says, S-E-Z, Styles. And it just kept bugging me. I was like, I know this guy, right? So I look in the comments, and guess what? They said, regular guy stole this man's style. And I'd be damned if he wasn't right. I was like, I know I knew that style from somewhere, this guy. If you like regular guy, you'll love this guy saying styles. But he's not on, he was big at first, but he no longer, he's thinking about coming back. But when I was watching, because they ran, Philly had a nice video and showed like old clips of the guy. And I was like, when he was talking to an interview, I was like, wow, this guy seems like I know him. He seems familiar. And I'll be damned, boy, they got I'm not going to say he stole it from him, like the guy in the comments said. But boy, are they similar. I mean, because regular guys in the comments, he said, here's regular guy's comment. He's my favorite YouTuber of all time. Okay. But he's thinking about coming back. He said, I've had a tech channel on YouTube for over 10 years now, but I haven't and still don't have any time to upload any IT content. Yeah. I mean, okay, with YouTube, there's no overhead. People's like, well, I don't want them all in my business. They're only going to know what you tell them. That's what it baffles me when people spit out information I gave them. They act like it's original. Like you didn't hear it from me. You don't know nothing about me. Only what I told you. And they play those kind of games, man. But they eventually make themselves look stupid. But that's the reason why a lot of people are afraid to start a YouTube channel. They always say that. That's why I don't do it. I don't want them coming after me. You're only fortunate if they come after you. They only come after the big ones. When I had 1,000 subscribers, nobody was in my comments. Nobody was making videos about me. Okay, it was only when I started getting a footprint over here they come. So if they come after you like that, man, that means you made it. Okay, I mean, it's not you're doing something right. It means you made it. Otherwise, they're not going to fool with you because they can't get any clicks. Just think of some of these. Okay, I made the analogy about Elliot Eastman the other day. Nobody ever heard of Elliot Eastman before he got kidnapped, but he had been on YouTube for a long time. He already had 1,000 subscribers when I heard of him. Now he's got like 4,000 something, but that YouTube is a bad boy, man. It's like this YouTube universe is so vast. Man, YouTube will hide these people from you. You'll never know they're on there. Now you got people all in his comments and stuff. Okay, but at first there was nobody watching him. There was nobody in his comments. It wouldn't have did him any good. So that's why you see people making videos about me and other people. They know they're going to get clicks, but it doesn't last long. Those channels don't last long, man. If you want to really make it on YouTube, then be positive. Give something that people can use. Okay, if it's entertainment, whatever it is, something that you absolutely know 100% about. But you can't be afraid to let people stop you because eventually they're going to go away. Most of my haters, man, they're either gone, completely gone off YouTube, or nobody's watching them. So imagine if I would have just, bowed down and cowered, when I started seeing those videos about me and people sending me the links. I had good friends. I had people who had been on YouTube before me. They're like, Cal, just ignore that, man. That's what they're looking for, attention. Hey, Laurie said, hey, Cal, I'm safe with my 55. Yeah. Now get 5,500, Laura, and here they come. Yeah, a lot of people are. You make a great point here, Harry. You know how people are afraid of failure, right? People are afraid of success. What if my YouTube channel does blow up? Or what if my singing career blows up or whatever it is? Can I handle all that success? People are afraid of success too, man, just as much as they're afraid of failure. What if things work out? Can I handle it? And a lot of guys, he's not unique. That's what you think. That's because you haven't seen this guy say Styles. they're, they're the same people now that I know. I looked in the comments and there's a regular guy. He said, he's my favorite YouTuber of all time. And then somebody on down said, regular guy stole all his material, whatever it was. I stole his style, whatever it was, because I'm looking at this guy and I'm thinking to myself, where have I seen this guy before? Yeah, regular guy's a good guy. You know, they came after him because they were jealous. They see his channel blew up. So they go through your videos, they'll try to find any little thing to turn the people on to you. And they scared him, really. But he's coming back, and I'm glad to see him coming back because he's got a good channel. I like to watch him. But he's been over my house before. Now, I didn't see anything. He said, I've decided I'm fine if I win a lottery. But that's what it was like when my YouTube channel blew up. It was like hitting the lottery. Probably the same damn odds, too. Odds just, man, stacked against you. He said, you don't have to be unique to do well. You don't. You don't have to be unique. But just like Kamal said, you you got to play to win. And I wouldn't let a bunch of grown ass babies scare me off of YouTube if I were you. He said, hey, I got 3 subs, but they lawyers out. They have been with me for 10 years now. One day I'm going to shock the hell out of them with a cell phone interview. Review. He said, did y'all hear about the police officer who got caught doing porn on the side? Crazy stuff. I looked her up for fun, and it's true. Crazy. 21 years on the job, and she said she did it to make more money. uh, Now, I did see where, okay, there was a judge in a small county in Kentucky got killed. And he was trading favors for sex. And one of the young women, I guess who he was dealing with, the father was the sheriff. And the father killed him. Because he went through the phone and saw his daughter's number in the judge's phone. I think that's what started it. He says her name is Lorraine. Well, you know that damn sex, man, sells. It sells, man. I mean, no matter if you're a nice looking woman on YouTube, I mean, some of the videos that just get millions of views, like that one yoga lady, and she does, you know, she wears the yoga pants, you know, she just show, you know, you can't see anything, but you see the print, and you see the thigh gap and all that, and she's doing all the stretching and all that. You know, she gets millions of views, man, just for that, doing her morning routine like that. It's crazy. But it sells, and that's what they want to see, you know. But yeah, you don't have to be unique on here, but you have to have some courage, man. Just get on here. And damn, Mr. Beast made 87 million. That's crazy, right? That's crazy, man. But you know, when you come over here, okay, the guy made the point. Life is good is his name. He says, if you can survive in America, you can survive over here. But I don't want to just survive over here. I want to at least live comfortable here. Because honestly, man, nobody likes a cheapskate. And you don't want to be a cheapskate here. You don't want to just exist in the Philippines. There's too much to do here. I'd like to go to Boracay every now and then, Panglao, Bahal, and those different places. I don't want to just stay in the house and look at Maryland all the time. You know, he says, what's this? Wait. He says, I've emailed with regular guy, and I'm a nobody, but he chatted with me, very good dude. Yeah, he's a good guy. I met him. Like I said, he stayed at the guest house. I didn't have any problem. He said, like the Mark Thornton fight. I saw that on the Philippine Antics. They had that video. Um, and it just didn't seem like um, the guy was fighting him back. I mean, Mark Thornton, if you see him, man, he's big. He towers over me. He's got to be, I'm going to say it just off the, I'm going to say he's 6'3". He might be taller than that. He's a big guy. He said, in my first year, I'm going to be cheap helping Charlie. And that's a good idea until you know what you like, until you get your 10,000 hours in. Guys are spending money over here, a lot of money. They're sending money over here before they get here. They're doing a lot of stuff without even knowing whether or not they're going to like the Philippines. It's not like you're living in the 1800s over here, but some people just don't like it here. And it's okay. But a lot of people do. But before I sold everything and before I sent all my money over here, I would make sure I like it. I would get my 10,000 hours in first. Before I made a decision like that, before I made a decision to get married or any of that stuff like that. But we don't want to take risks because we don't want the struggle. We try to avoid the struggle. It's coming over here. We want to stay in the honeymoon period. That would be nice, wouldn't it? If you could stay in the honeymoon period the whole time. They don't want to go into that disillusionment period and the culture shock where everything's going wrong. You're not going to enjoy the good times without the bad. I mean, really, you may have to date a couple of women over here before you find a good one. That's part of it. That's part of the experience. You're not going to know what a good woman is over here until you dealt with 2 or 3 or 4 of them. How are you going to know? He said, I like the beach with a cool breeze and a cool weather. They got beaches like that. Well, if you go by any beach just about in the Philippines, you're going to get that ocean breeze. Now, as far as the cool weather, not a beach unless you go in the evening. You have to understand from about 5 o'clock, okay, till about 6 in the morning, it's going to be cool. But it gets dark early here. See, so if you like the beach, you're only going to be able to enjoy that for about an hour, then it's dark. Yeah, it's a lot of money, though. That's a lot of work. People come here to retire. Yeah, that would be a good investment in their stock. I don't know if you want to open up a restaurant. Oh, I'm pretty sure they do. He said, Smart Girl Philippines said some women are batshit crazy over there. And I guess they are. You know, I would like to see one Filipino blogger talk about her life instead of talking about Filipinas in general. Instead of saying, what do Filipinos like in bed? What do I like in bed? Wouldn't that Wouldn't that really be interesting? But they're always projecting. They're always okay. They're always projecting. They're always putting it on somebody else. You know, that's why I can't really watch them. Lady, you're gaining traction. You're doing good. Well, what about you? But remember, it's YouTube, so whatever works for her. But it really would be nice if any Filipino blogger, they just don't do it. I've seen Filipino bloggers, even the biggest one, make, oh, do Filipinos like it, the back door? Well, why don't you just talk about whether you like the back door or not? That would be more interesting instead of talking for all the rest of the Filipinos. That's all I'm saying. But I'm different than everybody else. I can't sit there and let you, and this all you're going to talk about is somebody else. Well, what about you? Are you this example? Are you this perfect person? That's what I can't get, because I know nobody's perfect. We all got skeletons in our closet. I just think it would be more interesting if they did that every now and then. That's right. That's right. This is what I'm saying. But that's what they do over here. They say, oh, Filipinos this, Philippines that. What Philippines like? What do you like? Wouldn't that be better if they talk about, what I like in a foreigner instead of what Filipinos like in a foreigner, and instead of what Filipinos like in bed, what I like in bed. But you're never gonna get that. You're never gonna get that, and that's okay. That's their prerogative. Because if somebody's gonna tell this story over here, it should be them. But you can't act against your thinking. And I read this. I believe it's Augmendino. If you can't swim, you're not going to jump in the deep end of the swimming pool. So they're not going to go against their culture. They're not going to go against their thinking. They would never do that. So it's easier just to talk about women in general and what Filipinos like. Because I can't make videos like that. If I made a video like that, they would deport me, even though I'm telling the truth. They don't want me to tell that story. Okay? So I stay away from that stuff now because I've got some stories, man, some interesting ones. But I can't even put them. I've got leaks in my Patreon and I've got leaks in my members only. So I can't really get as, I can get a lot nittier and a lot grittier, but I risk losing my channel because I got leaks, man. And it's disheartening, man. It's like, it's not that serious, guys. Yeah, dropped it. Yeah, but hell, okay, here I come. He said the dollar's going back up on the peso. It dropped below 58 for a little while. Yeah, but you gotta realize, man, that as long as it's way up there like that, man, you can't go wrong. Because for the most part, it hovers around 50 in normal time. So it's been up there for a long, long time, over 55 for a long time, Frank. We loving it over here. But yeah, it's a lot of stuff I could talk about, but I've learned my lesson. I know that I can't say certain things over here. And that's okay with me. I can talk about other things. That's why I talk about my life. He said, Calvin, could you make an email list and share stories there? I wouldn't do it because I don't know who it is. There was a guy who came into my Patreon. He paid $3, because my Patreon is only $3, $6, and $9 a month, right? So he pays $3 a month, and he looked at one of my videos and just had a damn fit, you know. And I'm like, well, damn, man, these people are sick over here. Well, why would you pay $3 to come in here and snoop around and see what I'm talking about, and then you talking about having me deported and all that stuff, trying to bring trouble to me. That's crazy, man. It's just too much jealousy and envy and all that, but that's the audience that we have over in Southeast Asia, man. We don't have a normal audience like that. I mean, if a guy sends you a super chat, people have a damn fit. And there is Club Shay Shay. What's that called? The night? What's it called? The night? What's that called with him and Ocho Cinco? And they come on after the Monday Night Football, Thursday Night Football live streams now. Both of these guys are multi-millionaires, and they're getting super chat after super chat after super chat. Nobody says anything about them. Let a guy send me a $5 super chat, and people lose their mind. But I went to read something real quick. I forgot. Yeah, he said, good point, Cal. I think I would ask one of those Filipino vlog girls if they would meet me at the airport with a family-sized container of petroleum jelly and see if they like it. Well, they're never going to tell you what they like, but they'll tell you what Filipinos like. But they'll never say, well, this is what I like. This is what I do. He said Cancun was too hot for me in January. I love Cancun, man. I really love Cancun. I was my hotel was right on the beach. And when you go to Cancun, you got the ocean over here. It's like a river or something on the other side. And I should run up and down there in the morning. He said San Jose del Cabo beach was perfect weather and temperatures in the low 80s and cool breeze. We had the time of our life when we went to Playa del Carmen. That's the first place in Mexico I visited. Well, other than what's the one by San Diego where we just used to walk across the damn Tijuana. I'm not talking about that. He said, I woke up but look here, I'm over here in the Philippines. I got in. Okay, what? I flew out on the 7th, so I showed up on the 9th. I'm here. I don't know what you're saying, Neil. Are you here now? Are you saying, wait, you flew out on the 7th? Yeah, that's like I did. I flew out on the 3rd of December, and I arrived here on the 5th of December. Depending on where you're going now. When you go back, you leave on Sunday, you arrive on Sunday. That's why it messes you up. No, I'm talking about, I know Club Shay Shay, but he has another show. Is it called Nightcap or something? Him and Ocho Cinco. I know Club Shay Shay. He don't do live streams on that. Oh, okay, he's here outside of Manila. Okay. Yeah. That they're getting better though. They're getting better. But it's gonna be a long time before they're up to speed. And giving us what we really want. They're really not going to give you what you really want. You have to come over here. Those channels are for the armchair bros who will never come here. The plantation bros and all of that. They get their kicks out of watching those young women, but those young women are nothing once you get over here. And you'll see the real nitty gritty, what's really going on. You'd be like, well, why don't y'all ever talk about that? That's the first thing you're going to say when you get over here. You'll say, to me, you'll say, like, man, you're telling the truth. But to them, you're like, well, why don't you ever talk about this stuff? What really goes on between us? Why don't y'all talk about that? They're never going to do it. So thank y'all so much. I really appreciate it, man. I got to get off here. Maryland's getting ready to make my lunch. She made that meal. I better eat it. I'm going to pay the price. But thanks for the super chat, super stickers, all the thumbs up, all your support for Sunshine Shows. I never take it for granted. I'm fortunate, man. Very appreciative. But you know, the bottom line is, guys, when you hear these broke stories, man, those guys, they were gonna go broke anyway. Their pockets is on fumes when they get here. Don't let that shock you. What should shock you is if a guy comes over here with 400,000 or 500,000 and goes broke. Not a guy that's flying by the seat of his pants, which a lot of us are over here flying by the seat of our pants. But you know, I'm not gonna knock anybody. I'm not gonna say you don't have enough money to come over here. I'm saying if you continue to ask that same question over and over, how much I need and all that, if you're worried that you have enough, then you probably don't. But that shouldn't stop you from coming over here and enjoying yourself. Just stay as long as the money until the money runs out, then go back home. Who says you have to be here 24/7? But see y'all later, man. Don't do anything stupid.